Hi guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to my channel. This is Ospace Institute and I am Mr. Zax, and today we'll be doing introduction to Coreldraw for beginners. If you have not used Coreldraw before, we are creating this video to make it easy for you to get familiar with Coreldraw. Coreldraw is a very simple graphic design software. It is very flexible. And today I'm going to introduce you to the launching of the application, to the interface. Then after that, we are going to be doing a step-by-step tutorial on how to use Coreldraw. Earlier before now, we've done how to use Coreldraw to design logos, and the link is in the description. If you've not watched it, try and watch it. It's a very simple way of designing logo. Whether you have the knowledge of Coreldraw or not, we've made it very simple for you to understand. So without wasting much of our time, let's get into work. So now this is my computer and I'm using Coreldraw 21. It's one of the latest version of Coreldraw, and this is it here. All you need to do is double click. Once you double click, the interface, the software will load. Once it loads, you see this interface. After seeing this interface, you see these options here: get started, workspace, what's new, learning, upgrade, get more, bundle sales. All this doesn't concern you. All you need to do is click this get started. Once you click get started, you see this icon will come up. Now, the only thing you are going to see here, if you install your Coreldraw for the first time, you are going to be seeing this new document. You are going to see give it a try, this give it a try, discover and discover. These are what you are going to be seeing here: open, document, new from template. And also you see these other ones under here. You see this also, the hints. So all these ones you are seeing here are my previous works. These are works that I've done. So Coreldraw has created this so that each time you work and you save, you have a short link on the software, so that whenever you want to work again, as you launch the software, you see your previous work and you'll be able to click on them to get your work, so you can continue from where you stop. So as a beginner, what you need to do first is you need to click this new document before everything begins to work properly on the interface. So this is your welcome landing page. After this, you click your new document. After clicking your new document, you see create a new document. This small tab will open up. Now, the first thing you need to do here is to name your project. Whatever project you are going to be doing, you name it. If it is a logo, a flyer, a banner, a poster, you need to name it here and put the title. So now, for instance, let me just put the name. Let me put flyer. So, well, flyer. Then the next thing here is preset. Under this preset, we have different interfaces here for a design. We can just leave it on the custom. Then the next thing we have number of pages. At the beginning, now that you're just a beginner, you are new to Coreldraw, all you need to do is just to leave it on one page. By the time you get used to one page, automatically you know how to open multiple pages. It's not something difficult. Page view. So this page view, we'll leave it on this one, single page view. We don't need multiple page view for now. We need single page view. Then the next thing is primary color mode. We have CMYK, which is cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. This cyan is blue. Sorry. Sorry, please. So this cyan is blue, magenta is red, yellow, and black. So this other one is RGB, red, green, and blue. These are print colors. See, MYK are print colors, RGB are screen colors. So if you are designing for anything that's going to be printed, you need to use this CMYK. And if you are designing for screen, maybe you are designing something that's going to be used on TV, on the internet, as screen-based, you use RGB. RGB are more strong on the screen. You can also use RGB to design for printing, it's still fine. But CMYK are good for printing because it contains all the print colors, which is cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. So we leave it at RGB. The next thing is dimension. Dimension now is the size of the work you want to do. If you want to design a poster are basically A4, A3, A2, A1. So if you are designing a poster, all you need to do is, you already know the size of poster you want to design. You pick the size here. We have all professional standard sizes here. So basically what most designers use are A2, A3, A4, A5, A6. So whichever your work is, you can choose it there. And if your work requires a size that is bigger than that, maybe you are designing a banner or something, you can put in your measurement here. It's as simple as that. Just go to where you want to use the project. If it's on the wall, on a plate, on a bottle, anything you want to design on, just take the measurement on it and then put the measurement here, the width and the height. So it will bring it out for you. So whatever you are designing, it will fall exactly how you want to use it. Now orientation, it's either you want your design to be vertical or horizontal. Either you want it to be portrait or landscape. So portrait means it will be vertical, it will be standing, while landscape means the design will be lying down, flat. So it depends on how you want your design to be. So whichever you are designing, you select the orientation. So let's select this vertical. Then this resolution is very, very important. So if you choose a lower resolution, the quality of your work will not be strong. It will be blurry, your pixels will be very, very small, and it will not be sharp. It will not give you that quality you need. So most of the time, your resolution should go from 300 and above. 300 to 600 above. Any number you choose there is okay. So after setting up all this, all you need to do is to click OK. Once you click OK, your work interface will boot. And this is all the settings we've done. Now this is your work environment. Whatever design you are going to be doing, they are supposed to fall in between this box. While you are still designing, you can place your object here, your pictures, your write-up, you can do them outside there and bring them here. But once you are set to put everything together, you make sure all of them fall in between this box. Because whatever you are going to be exporting will export from this box. So first of all, let's start from our tool. By the left-hand side of the software is the tool. This area are all the tools you need for design. Now this is your pick tool. Whatever software, whatever object you pick from here, after using it, you click this to drop it. For instance, we select this rectangle tool and we create the rectangle here. You see on the cursor, you can see that the rectangle tool is still on the cursor. So to drop this, however, if you don't drop it, any more movement you do, you keep creating different sizes, and this can be frustrating. So all you need to do is, after you've created the shape you want, you just go back to this pick tool and click it. Automatically you can see the rectangle tool is not on the mouse again. So you can freely work with the ones you've already created. So the next thing here is the crop tool. This is our crop tool. We use it to crop images. For example, if you want to import image here, maybe you have an image you want to work with here. We go to File, you click File, you go to Import. Once you click Import, it will link you to where your files are. You click the image you want to use. On the image, you click here, Import. Then once you click that import, you see your mouse will be carrying these write-ups. So this shows you that the mouse has already picked the image. All you need to do is hold down your right click, left click, then drag. Once you drag to what the size you want, you release it. to drop the image here. So after dropping the image, all you need to do is to click to crop it. Now you click your crop tool, you bring it to the image, you highlight the part you want to use. After highlighting it, you double click on that part that you want to use, then it will automatically remove the other part. Once you double click, it will remove the other part that you don't need. So it will be, you'll be left with the area you want. So this is how to use your crop tool. Then after you are done cropping, you drop the tool here. Then the next tool here is your zoom. You want to zoom into the picture or zoom into the work you are doing, zoom into the environment, you click your zoom tool. Then you left click to zoom in like this to make the picture bolder, and you right click, that is zoom out, to make the picture smaller. After you are finished with what you are doing, you can zoom out. Then the next thing is freehand tool. Freehand tool is for creating shapes. Once you click on the freehand tool, you can use your mouse around it and move. So you can easily create whatever shape you want. So the next thing here is artistic media. Artistic media, you get used to this artistic media by the time we begin to go far into the tutorial. I'll show you how to use them. Then the next thing is your rectangle tool. Your rectangle tool are used to create rectangles. Rectangle, square, your shapes, you use this rectangle tool to create them. Once you click your rectangle tool, you bring it to where you want to create your rectangle or your square, and you just drag. You hold down the left click and you drag. Once you drag, it will bring up your shape. So the same applies to your ellipse tool, the same applies to your polygonal tool. And the next thing is your text tool. This A you are seeing here is for text tool. Once you click it, you bring it to where you want to type, you click that area, then you begin to type. So you can see. So I've typed this. So this is how you use your text tool. Then the next thing here is parallel dimension tool. You get to use this. This is not used frequently, except if you are going to be doing things like engineering drawing or architectural drawing. You require this. It's a tool for dimensioning. By the time you click it, I want to measure the dimension of this picture from here to the other end. Once I bring my mouse to the top at the beginning here, I hold down the left click and I drag it to the end and I release. Then I click it. You see automatically it will give me the measurement here. You can see the measurement on it. So it will tell me the length, the size, exact size of this top of this image. So you can see here, this is how the parallel dimension tool is used. Then the next thing here is your connector tool. This, you will not be using this frequently. You will not be using it frequently. As a beginner, let's start with those things that are necessary for you to start with in Coreldraw. Then the next thing here is your shadow, contour, blend, distort, envelope, extrude, block shadow. So on this part, what we are seeing here first is just our shadow. So by the time you bring your mouse to the bottom of that tool, you see that arrow pointing down. You click and hold, then it will give you other options. If you want to distort your image, you want to add shadow, you want to add contour, you want to blend, you want to distort, you want to envelope, you want to extrude, or you want to block the shadow. These are where you select your options from. The next thing on the tool is your transparent tool. For instance, you have a background and you want it to fade into the background. You want to fade an object into the background, or for instance, you are designing a complementary card and you want your logo to be in the middle but faded at the background like a watermark. This is what you use. So for instance, on this image that we have here, if I want to put a transparent on this image, now all I need to do is to click this transparent tool. I click on the image. Then you come down here, you see this small bar. This small bar is to help you uniformly create transparency on this image. By the time you drag it from 0 to this, you see that the image begins to fade down. This is how to apply transparency on your image or on your logo or on any image you want to use on your design on Coreldraw. So that is how your transparent tool works. Then this color eyedropper tool, we'll get to understand it by the time we begin to use it practically. So these are the major things you need to know about your tool in the first place. Then if you go to the left part of the application, Coreldraw, you see your color bar. All the colors you need are there. Then at the bottom, you see where you can create multiple pages. The only page you have here is page 1, and this is the page you are utilizing here. If you want to create more page, you see this plus sign, you click it, it will create another new page for you. The more pages, the more plus you click, the more pages you have. So if you go to the top of the mobile of the application, you will see this first bar, second bar, and the third bar. The first bar contains all the menus for this application. You see file edit. This is common if you are used to using different types of software on your computer. Each time you come, you see this bar, and this bar is the functionalities are related to various different types of software. Whatever software you have, it has its own functionality and how the menu bar is designed. And for Coreldraw, this is file. Once you click this file, you see create new. For instance, you've opened a project already and you still want to create another new project. You don't need to close this project before you create another one. You can easily come here and click new. Once you click new, it will automatically create a new project for you. Then this is new from template. If you want to create from a template, you can click this. If you want to open previous work, you can open from here. Then after you work for a while, you can click save here. This is where you save your work, and you can click save as, and the shortcut is written directly in front of it. Control S to save. Then save as is Control Shift S. You can see that. So by the time you finish your work, you want to export your work, you can see export here. Import here if you want to bring in a new work, if you want to import an image or something that you need to use for your work, you can click import here. And by the time you are done, you can export it. Click export here. You can also use Coreldraw to export in PDF. So by the time you finish your work, you can easily export in PDF. So, and you can also print directly from Coreldraw. So I'm just showing you basically those things you need basically to start using Coreldraw effectively as a beginner. To make it very, very easy for us to understand, I'll divide the tutorial into batches. This is the first batch. And we're going to be doing second batch and the third batch. This first batch is to explain the part I've explained now. In the second batch, we will be explaining the functionalities of the menu and the option bar. Please, if you've not subscribed, try to subscribe and click the notification button so that when I drop the next video, you will be notified. If you've enjoyed this tutorial and you've benefited from it, please won't mind if you click the like button. And even if you did not enjoy it, still click the like button. Until I see you next time on our second batch. Thanks for being here and thanks for staying around.